Hi, I'm Mandakini and welcome to my first vlog. A few months back, I did a Q&A on Instagram and I said that I would answer them on a YouTube video. So basically, this is my first vlog where I am in front of the camera and speaking to you guys directly. I haven't done these kind of videos before, except for one. I think I did a quick Chennai vlog. It was my first experimenting where in a vlog I was talking, I was sharing my experience with the workshops that I was conducting in Chennai. But other than that, this is probably the official video vlog where I'm actually in front of the camera and speaking. So anyways, so I took the screenshot of all the Q&As that you guys asked me on Instagram stories, and I will be answering them one by one. So let's get into it. I have my phone with me. So the first question is from the Yummy Bites. I don't know, I'm still not very sure if I want to mention who the question is from, but anyways, the first question here is: new to your page, more about yourself, have a good day. So I'm a multidisciplinary artist and I'm from Hyderabad. I've been painting since I was 3 years old and I haven't stopped since then. Like when I say I've been drawing since 3 years old, I would look at a picture either from a magazine or something that's hanging on a wall, a calendar with pictures. I would just look at it and I would basically start drawing it. And I used to always observe the paintings hanging in my cousin's place, my relative's place, and if I had the time, during holidays and all of that, I would just start drawing. I have a very good memory. I think this was when I was in my second grade. I was in Delhi at my cousin's and they had these Indian miniature paintings of Radha Krishna doing I think it's a celebrating Holi sort of thing with the Gopikas kind of thing. So I remember just drawing that from the picture, just standing there on a ruled page, drawing that. So that's how I've been always. I would just look and I would be able to draw it. I didn't have any formal training. I never really sat down and practiced doing any of those things. So that's how it all started. But I did have a lot of ups and downs. Like I did have to struggle a lot to convince my family that this is the career that I want for myself. So that was a bit of a battle, and once I got through it, I got under the limelight with a project called Art 48. If you look on YouTube, you can find that video. I'll try to link it under the comment section. I don't know how to do it, but I will figure it out. So that got me at a limelight, and ever since I've been in this field, I've definitely got my education much later into the arts field and into the creative field. So yeah, there's a lot. I cannot consolidate it in one answer about it. But currently this is my studio. This is where I teach students regularly on a daily basis. And I also conduct workshops, but I also do a lot of commission works, all of this. I also did a solo exhibition like a while ago. But yeah, that's about me. Moving on to the next question. Deep inside your heart, what would you choose? Paint and art or photography? I think I love them both a lot. I've been photographing since I was 15. That's when I got my first camera. I love both of them equally and I love doing both. So I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I have to choose. It's not that black and white. But if I want to be known as a photographer or an artist, it will always be an artist. That's me. That's how my journey started, and that's how my interest even got even further in photography as well. So I hope that was good enough for you. How can I start with oil paints who have worked on watercolors her whole life? Please help. So if you are really good at watercolors, you must be having a really good idea of how color theory works, how to mix colors, what colors bring what colors. You must be really thorough with it because watercolors is actually quite difficult compared to oils in my opinion. If you already know watercolors, that will be a piece of cake for you. I would suggest try painting what you've already done in watercolors, but in oils, maybe you will see the difference and understand the change in that. But there are also a lot of videos on YouTube where you can understand the basic things or the basic materials that you need when you want to start off with oils. You can just check that and you can start with some small bits. I think that would help. Are they only art classes for kids? Will you also try and start the classes, workshops for 25 plus years? I already have students who are 30 plus years old, not just 25. I've been teaching some college students in the last few months as well. So, yeah, the classes are open. All you have to do is get in touch, and I will help you with all the details that you need to know on what courses I offer here at the studio. So, I hope that helps. How to keep going despite challenges of life? Well, like I answered in the first question itself, it hasn't been an easy journey for me to be where I am right now. But I think what left me, continue doing what I'm doing right now is because I always try to remember how I started, when I started, and the struggle it took for me to be where I am. I think that is what has helped me come this far despite all the challenges. And that kind of humbles you a lot when you already had a very difficult start. So that's for me, and that's my journey, and I wouldn't suggest that this is how you should also do, because everybody doesn't have the same kind of challenges, nor everybody does. They can't be in the same emotional strength as me. I don't know. Some people might be stronger, some might not be that strong enough. You're understanding what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, it's going to be different for different people. But it's the goal, it's the vision, it's the passion, it's the discipline. All of these things come into play that will help. Pricing of artwork. Two ways to understand this. If you are a professional artist and if you are having an exhibition, you will have the curator from the gallery that will help you price them. But if you aren't, then it's your experience, your time taken, the kind of details, the kind of work that you're doing will all determine the pricing of your artwork. Biggest inspiration, that's the next question. I think if it's in terms of art, my biggest inspiration are a lot of people. I think growing up, it started with M.F. Hussain when I was a kid, and then the more I explored the artists from Raja Ravi Verma, then it went off to Monet, then it went off to Van Gogh, then it was Montague Dawson, and right now I'm trying to explore more artists because now that I'm teaching, I want to be sure about all the artists that I refer to my students about their work and why, etc. So yes, that's when it comes to art. But in life, if it is in general, I think it's my grandfather. He's my biggest inspiration. He's someone who I look up to. I've grown up listening about him from my grandmother. So he's my biggest inspiration. And moving on to the next question. Any thoughts of art and artist community in Hyderabad today? I think we have a long way to go when it comes to the community-wise and the art scene in Hyderabad. That is what I felt, and personally, I'm not someone who's like out there meeting people as such. I'm a very I wouldn't say I'm an introvert, but I've just kept my work to myself. I just followed what I do. I didn't really rely on the community as such so far. So it's something even I think it's about time I also go out and explore the art community in Hyderabad right now. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Can we have a tour of your studio? I will upload a video of the current studio. I will also be uploading a video about the past studios that I've had and why I like them, how they even came into place, and how this place came into the picture. So yes, that is definitely in the plan. So yeah, that will happen soon. Probably the next video will be a studio tour. Where exactly is the studio, and is it open to visit anytime? It's in Hyderabad, and no, it's not open for everybody to visit anytime. It's not like a gallery setup where you can visit. It's a fully running studio in terms of art classes in art school for students. So only people who sign up get the access to the space. And of course, I'll be working here full time, so I have my own work going on simultaneously. I don't want that to be interrupted by visitors or anything as such. But it's not that kind of studio where you can just visit. So no. The next question is studio and art. That's all. I don't know what to understand studio and art. That's the question. So the next question is less known facts about you. There are a lot of things people don't know about me, I don't think I've ever shared anything much personal about myself on my Instagram. That is where I'm usually very active at. It's always been about the art project I'm doing, the brushes I'm buying, the brushes I'm using, the art stuff, or mainly to do with my travel where I've been trying to take good pictures and posting about those places. But other than that, I don't think people know much about me. Yeah, my friends know everything about me. But if there is anything that I could tell you again more about my work, one thing would be like I got featured in the local newspaper for the first time when I was in my 8th grade. This was from my school, and I think they were trying to select paintings and artworks done by the students from the school, and they selected mine. So mine was the only painting that got featured in the local newspaper at that point. So that was a big deal for me because getting featured in the newspaper meant a lot back in the day. And I sold my first painting in 9th grade. Also, this is Anthony, Sir Anthony, my cat. He's a little excited to be in the studio today. So you will see a lot more about him. I'm sure you have already seen a lot about him on my Instagram stories. So I think you'll see a lot more in my videos as well. So I'm going to stop this over here. If you have any more questions, if you have anything more to ask about art and my journey, please do comment down below of this video. I will see you in the comments. I'll try to answer them there, or I will just try to make another Q&A video for you guys. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little bit more about me, and I will see you in the next video.